So if you haven't watched it, there's a trailer. I'll link it below if you want to pause and watch it. I think the dislike count really took the temperature quite well. That's what you're up against when you're doing The Office again. These are things I just came up with in the shower and on the toilet in the last 45 minutes that I think would be a better version of if you wanted to bring back The Office, or if you wanted to make an Australian version of The Office, or just another version of The Office. First one up, hybrid work or back to The Office. I want it to be hybrid work, but then you lose the office of it all. But the idea is everybody's brought back in from work post-pandemic, and you're promised, a hybrid environment where you don't have to be in the office every day, and immediately, cynically, the corporation clamps down and says, everybody's in the office, no ifs, and or buts, and everything that was so terrible about working at the office prior to the pandemic is now 10 times worse because the office environment is smaller, there's more people, nobody has any understanding of how to interact with people anymore, like all the stuff that we're realizing in real time that sucks about working in the office. I think that's a great angle. It's a premise. It's not characters, so we need to fill it with characters. But I feel good about hybrid work. Second idea: The Office : Gen Z. So that's like a Degrassi joke because they always have colons. Anyway, Gen Z kids having grown up watching The Office, the show, are now entering the workforce and realizing all the silly, ironic but weird stuff that happened in the show is 10 times worse when you actually go into it in 2024 when you're in your early 20s and it's an absolute nightmare. I'd watch the shit out of that. So next one up, and I will couch this by saying the more I look at it, the more I think this is the weak horse in this race, but it's called The O Word. An HR company that services other companies. It's a mockumentary about that. So it's a mockumentary about an HR company. So the Toby, an entire office of Tobys having to deal with a bunch of different companies. The O word obviously implying orgasm, which is something that would be incredibly inappropriate to an HR person. So yeah, not all jokes are finished, I guess, is what I'm getting at. That's not a complete idea. I don't feel good about that. Hey, I'll keep chewing on that one. Anyway, final, last but not least, The Office, in parentheses, case 3452. A documentary crew follows an eclectic group of workers at a failing paper company, so it's literally The Office, but is secretly an FBI unit gathering evidence against a deeply corrupt corporation. So it's just The Office, but it's the darkest timeline. These people are self-snitching, and they're mugging the camera while they do it. I think there's a way for that to be done with grace and not turn into a version of Rick and Morty, but, it starts dark. So we got hybrid work / back to The Office Gen Z, The O Word, and The Office case 3452. Are these good ideas? Yeah. They seem real premisey to me, but are they already a better idea than The Office Australia? I'm gonna say, full chest out, yes, 100%. Yeah. Are you more excited about hybrid work? Because I might just write a pilot called Hybrid Work, just for the heck of it. Hey, maybe I'll get a spec, and maybe I'll get to write on the Australian Office. I won't. They won't hire me. Yeah, that's what I think. These are just freewheeling ideas. What do you think? Are you excited to see the Australian Office? Is it finally more episodes of The Office to watch, or has the dead horse been dead so long that beating it is literally just rattling bones with whatever you're beating it with? I mean, honestly, yeah. Didn't Jenna Fisher a while back on her podcast, because they're, the girls are rewatching The Office on their podcast, doesn't she joke all the time about how people stop her all the time and they're like, you look familiar. You look like the girl from The Office, but you're really old. Like, isn't that like, yeah. Anyway, what do you guys think? Like, share, subscribe. Catch you next time.